165 is Eiler. Oh, welcome to Davis Gymnasium, here for Bucknell Wrestling versus Sacred Heart. Here in an exhibition match between Colin Lafferty and
Calvin Dalton
for Bucknell. Calvin Dalton wrestling up today at the 133. He's typically a 125. And I am joined alongside with Miles Bassett, a weight class 165 Bucknell wrestler here. How you doing today, Miles?
I'm doing great. How about yourself?
I'm doing great, man. So give me some insight on Calvin Dalton here, wrestling up against Lafferty.
You know, Dalton is strong. I've wrestled around with him before, and he always shocks me with how strong he is.
He's almost got him, and he just pinned him.
Yeah.
And just like that, ends the exhibition match for Bucknell. And I believe we're scheduled to have 2 exhibitions before the match and 2 after, but I believe one of them got cut out early here in the early going here and about pregame warm-ups.
Yep. So we'll do 2 right after the duel, and it should be a good one tonight.
Stay with us. We'll be back for more action here in Davis Gymnasium. Well, we're back, ladies and gentlemen. So I'm joined by Miles Bassett. As I said in the open, he's a freshman here at Bucknell. Came from St. Louis, where he was a 3-time state qualifier, 77-40 career high school record, all conference first team, and 3 wrestling letters in the state of Missouri. So I got one question for you. Is it true that PA is the #1 wrestling state in the world?
Oh, absolutely.
In the states?
100%. I'd say it's a tough tie between PA and Jersey. That's always the back and forth. But yeah, these boys can wrestle up here for sure.
Yeah, I know. Like, I just a little bit about me. I mean, I go to Lock Haven, so when I was a freshman, we had some really good All-Americans. Ronnie Perry made a magical run in the 2018, I guess it was. Matt Town, the championships there, where he qualified. He was number 3, I believe. And then we had Chance Marsteller, a transfer from Oklahoma State, where they just unbelievable time to be at Lock Haven. And in fact, Marsteller was just wrestling to qualify for the Olympics for the USA team. He finished, I think, in like 6th place, but
yeah, Marsteller's still doing very well on the international circuit.
I mean, I see one guy on this team that could be like him, 165, same weight class, Sam Hartman, who's probably the key guy for Bucknell, the most highlighted guy, number 18 in the country at 165, 15-3 record.
Yeah, Zach Hartman's an absolute beast, man. Just the way he moves, he's good on his feet, he's tough on top, and he does not get stuck on bottom. It's one of those things, you can't take him down. If you can take him down, you can't keep him down, and he can keep you down. So he's just a nightmare for everyone.
He had a tough loss, though, to Michigan State's unranked Jalen Fisher, I believe was his name. But, you know, he's bounced back. He's still ranked. I mean, you have to wrestle him, don't you? 165-pounder. I mean, that's got to be tough, but also really good for you in the long run.
Every time I wrestle Zach, I always learn something. You know, whether it's just something small he does in the hand fight, or the way he applies pressure from the top position, or just how he escapes. There's always a little thing you can pick up. And also, he's so knowledgeable about the sport. You know, if you just sit down and you listen to him talk for a while, you can just learn so many different facets about his mindset.
And another good guy we'll see here for Bucknell, number 21, Darren Miller, 6-0 this year. Really did not get a lot of opportunities. I'm assuming he was hurt early in the season, but he's back, and that's a good guy to have. But also out for Bucknell is Fisher, the 174-pounder.
Yeah, unfortunately, just those things happen sometimes.
Right.
But we're super excited to have Miller back. You know, Miller, again, is just another monster out there. Super, super strong, super positionally sound, and he's just a grinder. he'll get in your face and he'll wrestle you for however long he needs to.
Yeah, man. I mean, Sacred Heart. It's kind of tough to point some things out. They've just lost some really tough games. I mean, they had to play number 2 Penn State, and they're 1-3 in duels this season. Had a tough stretch. I mean, they're 0-8 all time against Bucknell, and but again, they had to play some of the better teams. They're coming off a blowout loss to Harvard and I think it was Brown. So we'll see what they got. But the highlight for them is Nick Palumbo and Jack Acosti. And Acosti's a transfer from Appalachian State. Pretty solid wrestling school itself down in North Carolina there. And Palumbo, even though he's won some matches this year, I think he's undefeated, 4-0 in duels at least. He's going to have a tough time against Bucknell's.
Yeah, Delp will be at 57. That's actually where we're starting tonight. That's one of the matches I'm most excited to see because Delp does have a win over Palumbo last season, but I believe Palumbo did qualify for the NCAAs.
Yeah, he did. He
So
was one of two. Them two were the two qualifiers in the last 14 years for Sacred Heart.
And I know for a fact that Delp has that chip on his shoulder, and he wants to go out and get that win back. Or, well, not get that win back, but go out and beat him again just to show.
Oh, yeah.
You know.
I mean, those are two I'd love to see. I mean, and Acosti, I think DeCitas is going to have a little bit of trouble against him. Acosti came in from App State. He was pretty solid there. And, I mean, DeCitas, though, the Sacred Heart team, not a lot of highlights, though. And if they score the 2 over those guys, I mean, might be a clean-cut finish here for Bucknell.
Yeah, but you can never count DeCitas out. DeCitas actually grew up pretty close to me, about 2-3 hours away, so we had some mutual coaches growing up. But, man, he's funky. You know, he's pretty long. He can ride legs, tough. He's hard. He's good on top. And he's just another guy that's just bull strong.
And, you know, the one thing coming into this game is Sacred Heart's coming off 3 straight losses, 47-3 to number 2 Penn State, 39-7 over Binghamton. That was the one I was looking for. And at Harvard, 39-6 loss, which is their most recent dual match. And Bucknell comes into it winning 5 in a row, their last 5. They're 4-0 in conference play. They beat Lockhaven in the duels, or the tri-meet with Buffalo, 21-15, and then they've come off 4 straight road victories over Long Island, Hofstra, Harvard, and Brown. So that's some good things going for Bucknell.
Yeah, I mean, recently just the locker room and the attitudes have been great all across the team. You know, it's one of those things, especially this time of season. You know, it's a grind, and it's really, really good to just see guys come into the room happy. And I think that's another big contributing factor on why we keep winning these duels.
Oh, yeah. And not to mention, you also had a tough opponent come down from East Lansing, the Michigan State Spartans, before that that tri-meet with Buffalo and Lockhaven, and they lost to Buffalo. But, you know, it was a tough game there, and especially Michigan State was coming off. They barely barely beat Lockhaven the night before, but that gave you guys some great experience because the Big Ten is the wrestling, you know, college conference there.
Yeah. No, I mean, absolutely. Even though we did lose to Michigan State, I think for us, it just showed us, you know, hey, we can compete with these guys, you know. Yeah, they beat us, but they didn't beat us by that much.
No, yeah.
So it really allowed us to just kind of, you know,
and
be more confident. I think it was
going into that, Nick Delp had the upset win over number 33 for Michigan State at the 157 class there too.
Yes.
Early in the season there, so that's a good thing for him to build off of. And I mean, coming into this one too, Bucknell just got ranked in the coaches poll, number 19.
Yeah, super exciting. You know, I see even more great things to come as this season continues on. Super excited just to watch both this duel and tomorrow versus Drexel, which unfortunately is an away.
Yeah. Got to go all the way down to Philadelphia for that one.
Yeah, not terribly far, but it's still a bit of a drive. And yeah, you know, just good things to come.
Yeah, I mean, Bucknell's upcoming schedule, they got a big conference, EIWA. They've absorbed everybody. A lot of the Ivy League schools, traditional Ivy League schools at least, a lot of the Patriot League schools, and a couple others just mixed in. It's unbelievably
Yeah.
big conference there.
You know, the EIWA is definitely the second or third hardest conference in the country, and it is the biggest. So it's always just really, really great to try to get as many EIWA duels as you can, just so you're able to kind of see who you're actually going to be facing, you know, when it's showtime at the EIWA championships.
We're coming down to the wire here. Now, Bucknell is also coming off a great season last year, 2020-2021, where you guys placed all 10 weights on the podiums at the EIWA tournaments, which is unbelievable. That's an amazing accomplishment for 10 weights, and also not unbelievable in the fact that there's so many talented wrestlers on this roster, and some of you guys don't even get shots, and you guys still have some good guys there.
No, yeah, it was awesome, especially last year, just being able to place all 10 guys at the EIWA championships. Coming into the school year, you know, we didn't know if we were going to compete at all.
Right.
So our game plan was just stay ready 24/7, be ready to go. You know, everyone's got to be ready because if someone gets sick, next guy's got to come in.
Right.
So just the fact that we were able to complete the whole season and end up with 2 NCAA qualifiers, both Darren Miller at 133, who's now up at 141 this year, and Zach Hartman at 165, who ended up All-Americaning. It was just really, really great to watch, especially last year since I was a freshman. I was just kind of able to see all the hard work pay off and kind of just know what I had to do coming into college. And
I imagine wrestling behind Hartman is not a bad thing.
No.
You know? I mean, of course, everybody wants to play, wrestle, duel, but you know, learning behind an All-American and just how great he's been at Bucknell, 82-23 career record. I mean, you can't beat that experience.
And as good of a wrestler Hartman is, he's also just a great guy to be around. Like I said earlier, just talking to him, you know, he's brilliant in everything. He's going off to med school next year, so super excited for him for that.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
So, how did the COVID year affect you guys last year? Did it really affect you guys, or you just?
It was weird, you know. You know, even though we're still wearing masks right now in here,
right?
It was nothing compared to last year. You know, last year
no fans at all, right?
No fans at all. We were being tested 3 times a week. We were wearing masks while we were wrestling.
Right. Oh, that had
which
to be
was
brutal.
very difficult because the masks would just break, especially the paper ones, and then with the cloth ones, it literally felt like you were being waterboarded. So we were all really excited in the spring when they told us we didn't have to wear them anymore while we wrestled.
Well, interestingly enough, there, Arizona State, I think this year they just put in last couple months, in the last month, that all their wrestlers had to wrestle with a mask on, which, I mean, I get it to an extent, but I feel like wrestling is just one of those sports that almost impossible to, because you're just sucking in air. You've got like 200-pound guys on you, well, whatever, you know, all the weight classes, but that's a lot of pounds right on top of you as you're trying to make moves and wrestle and breathe in air. You know, regardless of anything, I just feel like that's tough.
Yeah, they're very, very hard to wrestle in.
Not impossible, but can't be easy.
It's not fun.
Can't be easy, but anyway. As I said, coming in Bucknell, coming in 8-0 against Sacred Heart all times in the all-time series. And Bucknell has only surrendered 10 points to the Sacred Heart team once in these 8 meets. And their last meeting in 2019 in Davis Gymnasium, Bucknell was able to shut out Sacred Heart 40-0. And that's the 3rd time they've blanked the Sacred Heart team. And I just can't imagine what it's like to really be on a program like that, where you know it's probably not going to be a very good time, especially coming off 3 straight losses where they haven't scored 10 points at all.
Yeah.
2.
Well, on the flip side, you got to think it lights a fire under their butts, gets them ready to go, and maybe they're going to come out really hard today.
Definitely
I hope to see it, just because I like watching wrestling and I like watching good wrestling.
You like an entertaining wrestling? Yeah, it would be very nice. I mean, have you ever been on a team like that where it's just tough to win?
Not really.
No.
But I've seen it before, and I've known people that are. And it is tough. It takes a toll on you mentally. But the main thing is you just got to go in, focus on yourself, focus on winning your match and improving for yourself. And I think if you can take those little bits away and just kind of separate the team score, sometimes you're just better off.
Right. Yeah, I mean, Anything? Were there any matchups you liked in this match here today for either team? Excited to see anything?
I mean, I'm definitely most excited for 157, which is where we're starting with Palumbo versus Delt.
Okay, Delt. Yeah.
Other than that, I'm also curious to see how the 184 matchup shakes out with DeCitas versus.
Costi. Okay.
Yep. The big thing for DeCitas is just being heavy on top, getting his legs in, and just going to work. Other than that, off the top of my head, I always like watching Kirk Phipps wrestle.
Kirk Phipps.
Yep, at 133.
133.
You know, he's just tough as nails on top again. Really, really good on his feet, and if he needs to be, he can be extremely funky.
As we are just about ready to get this wrestling match set up here, the lights are dimmed. A couple minutes away here, 3 minutes till match time. And we'll take a little break here. Stay with us. We'll be back. Bucknell, Sacred Heart, up next. Well, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Matt Palecchio joined by Miles Bassett, and they're introducing the teams here. Brandon Seidman gets the nod at 125 for Bucknell. He's 68-23, high school record, with a 36-38 career record here at Bucknell, 11-9 this season. And they're introducing 133, Kirk Phipps. Darren Miller, as we talked about a little bit in the open there, number 21 in the nation. And he's going to be opposed by Jordan Carlucci. But let's just talk about your coach a little bit, Dan Wernsberger. 17th season at the helm, Bucknell. He's second in school wins at 130, and he graduated and wrestled at Michigan State. So 3-time All-American there. He was 120 and 44 as an NCAA wrestler, and 11 victories in the NCAAs. So what is it like to have him as a coach?
You know, having Coach Wernsberger in the room is awesome. You know, he just has so much experience, both being a 3-time All-American, being an NCAA finalist.
You're 57.
And you know, he's been there. He knows what it's
match?
Huh?
Be a match?
And he just knows what it's like. And honestly, our whole coaching staff has just so much experience. And just by sitting down, listening to their stories, listening to what they did, you can almost just make a model, combine all the best things to just really create the best version of yourself.
I mean, it definitely looks like it. Kevin LaValle, a great Bucknell wrestler, 7th season as an assistant here, 2-time All-American, holds the school records for wins in a season and in a career at 127 and 40 overall in his career. Eric Morrell's also an assistant in his 4th season. He was a 3-time NCAA qualifier at Little Edinburgh, Pennsylvania, but still a D1 wrestling school. Spent time as an assistant at both Ohio University and Virginia Tech. And then volunteer assistant Tyler Smith, 4-time NCAA qualifier, and came back to Bucknell this year. So great coaching staff there. A bunch of NCAA qualifiers, and I'm assuming that these guys eventually will get their shot at being a head coach somewhere. LaValle, great Bucknell wrestler. And same thing with Morrill. I know he's probably lesser known, but Edinburgh is still a pretty big wrestling school, at least a PA. So
yeah. No, I mean, all of our coaches, again, they just have so much experience.
And here we go with the first match. Brandon Seidman?
No, this is actually, we're starting at 157.
Oh, 157. So Delp and
versus Palumbo.
Palumbo, yep. My mistake there.
All good. It's a little funky today. But this is one of the matches I'm most excited for today.
It'll be an interesting one. They're locking up right now. They're kind of just in a standoff right now.
Yep, just a little feeling out.
As Delp looks to get lower, he's on his knees there, and he got up. And Palumbo, oh, there you go.
There we go.
He almost got him, but locked.
The thing I really like about what Delp's doing right now is he's making Palumbo react.
Right.
He's not letting Palumbo make the first move. He's just going out and getting his points.
And that's probably one of the keys to wrestling as a whole. I mean, I grew up. My dad was a big wrestler. I was not. So I mean, I'm from the Philly area, but wrestling's not as big down there. But he always tells me all this stuff about wrestling. And as you said in the open there, Palumbo has a great headlock, but I think Delp is a little bit quicker, I would assume. Delp already has an advantage over him, 1-0 last year over Palumbo. Palumbo, although 4-0 this year, he's been one of the only ones winning matches for Sacred Heart.
Yeah, no, both these guys, very, very accomplished wrestlers, both collegiately and at the high school level. Still kind of just jostling for position. Delp's kind of looking for elbow control right now.
As we're about at the halfway point of the first bout here.
Palumbo's trying to dig that underhook. Nothing from it.
And Palumbo's trying to get position. Nice. He's got a grab of the leg.
He's got nothing yet. Delp's going to look to sit the corner.
One high, one low, one high, one low. Hit it!
Oh, man. He's not in a good position there. But they're both jousting for position. Neither one has control.
Good job getting back to basic defense, get to that front headlock.
Oh, there you go.
That's
two
2 points right there. That was just a great wrestling sequence all around.
That was definitely a great reverse there by Delp, as it looked like he was in trouble there on his back. He didn't panic, and he's able to get the reversal there. And now we go from the, he's got him locked up, not trying to let him up.
Yeah, that was just a lot of composure right there. Delp's looking to get the leg in. This is where Delp is real tough once he gets this boot in.
Yeah, he's definitely a lot longer than Palumbo there.
Palumbo made a smart move, dropping off that leg. He was almost holding Delp in for him.
Move, Nick.
Delp's trying to build up the riding time a little bit here.
Yep. This would be big if he's able to ride the rest of this period out and get close to a minute. You know, always having that riding time in your back pocket if you need it is huge.
Right, because you get extra points from it. So,
yep.
I mean, he's all the way up, but still hasn't let go. Delp.
Shake him off! Shake him off!
As we are surrounded by the Sacred Heart crowd here, and what a move back. Delp gets him back down and gets close to a minute of riding time, ending the first bout here. 2-0 lead for Delp early on.
So Delp made a smart decision there, I think, taking that stalling call. Because he did get hit for stalling, but he was able to just kind of enforce his will.
Right.
Show
Go,
Palumbo,
Nicholas!
hey, I'm here. This is my match. My mat. You're in my gym.
Oh, yeah.
You're right.
And
It's never a bad move to take that in that situation, because especially winding down the period. You don't want to let him get that extra point.
yep, Palumbo's going to look for the leg of his own. He's going more of a crossbody ride, where Delp was a little more parallel on his own.
He's got that leg hooked in
Nick.
underneath
Go,
Delp there.
Go!
Yeah, he's looking to attack that far arm.
And he's trying to roll him right
Get
to
back!
potentially get back
My
points.
man's
Yep.
gotta wrestle!
But Delp not letting him get that arm fully locked in here.
Yeah, so Delp's got to work real hard to get that right hip down and just start crawling forward. But it is much easier said than done.
I can only imagine. Got another fellow 150-some pound guy on you, and
Let's go!
he's using everything to put you down.
Yeah.
As Palumbo has nearly erased all the riding time, only 2 seconds left, and he will erase it. And here we get
All right,
the riding
Delp's
time now.
getting out to a front headlock position. Palumbo still has control and is still getting riding time. But I suspect Delp will
Nick, when he
come up
comes
either with an
hit
underhook
it!
or
Hit it,
some
Nick,
kind of
when
throw
he comes
dive.
up!
Yep, he's up
That
to
was-
his feet.
Palumbo got around his waist, though, and took him right back down.
Yeah, that was great wrestling by both guys. Delp was almost up there. Just needed to break the hands of that lock to get out.
And Palumbo, I think, smartly got around to the waist area and took back the
Wrestle
control
on the
there.
bottom!
As we approach 30 seconds left in the second bout here. 2-0 still in favor of Delp, but he's lost all of his riding time. 40 seconds now and counting for Palumbo, as he's ridden the whole quarter, or the whole bout here. 17 seconds left, and the Sacred Heart fans right behind us, really into the match.
Palumbo's looking for that.
Nick, tune him
Looks
up
like he's
if
got
not
a
gonna
chicken
wrestle.
wing right now. But
Yeah, that's a danger call soon here.
Delp's just going to ride this one out. And
Yep.
we're into the third
Gotta
period.
go, Nick!
Delp's
Gotta
got
go,
choice.
Nick!
It's a 2-0
Sorry,
lead.
excuse me. Palumbo's got choice. Chooses neutral.
He's got to get a point here if he wants to win this. So we're in the third bout. 2 minutes. He's got the riding time. 1 minute and 4 seconds.
But one takedown
Go,
for Delp
Nicholas!
would most likely reverse that riding time. So
Oh yeah.
Are we wrestling here?
The wrestling fans right
One
next to us,
shot.
really getting us.
Two
Oh,
shots.
Palumbo's going body lock. Trying to
They
get
almost got
behind, go
Delp.
for some kind of throw.
Delp,
Delp's
his
got it.
reversing. Had it.
Nothing yet. Delp's going to try to get the hook. the
That's a
leg
nice
in.
reversal by
He's gotta
Delp.
be careful. Nothing quite yet.
Head up, Nicholas! Head up,
Palumbo's
Nick!
got to start extending that, raising his head level.
Nick,
And
hands
Delp's gonna
off the
start.
waist!
They still got nothing
Hand
here.
across
Yep.
the waist!
Delp's got that leg hooked.
He's got to get that other leg hooked there, but Palumbo not letting go of his leg either.
Yep.
And
Very
Delp.
similar to the position we were in the first period.
yeah,
Delp's going to roll through.
Oof.
Nothing quite
close.
yet. Delp needs to raise his level.
Kick it, Nick! Kick it, Nick! Kick it, Nick!
As we approach under a minute in this third bout here, 2-0 lead still for Delp.
Still nothing.
Still nothing for
Delp
Delp.
needs to just, still
And a
call.
stall call. Delp nearly got caught there, but he again didn't panic, and he was able to find his way out. As
big
it looked
thing
like he was almost pinned there for a minute.
The
For a
big thing
second
for
there.
Delp there is just getting through that with that front roll and then just holding on waiting for that stalemate. You know, he knew he wasn't in too much of a danger of being scored. He's able to eat up a little bit of clock. He's got to be careful here. Palumbo wants to go upper body. We're getting back to that same position. Delp needs to be careful.
As they come close to us here. 29 seconds left in the third bout here.
Nothing yet. Palumbo's got it shelved. Delp's going to go to the leg. Nothing yet.
Dang, nothing.
Yet. Start looking for danger call.
Delp's got to
still nothing.
Careful.
They might call this potentially dangerous.
Yeah, there's a danger.
That's two!
Great call by the referee there.
Oh my God!
I didn't want to see any hurt knees.
Huh?
I didn't want to see any hurt knees.
Yeah, man. I assume it gets. That's a tough position to be in right there for both of them, really. The legs, head. Ooh, got two right at the 3. Oh no. 4 seconds. And that'll end it. 4-2 win for Sacred Heart. Wow. Delp had it. Delp was up 2-0 until the final 10 seconds of the bout, and Palumbo scores 4. Wow, what a reversal there. Palumbo stays undefeated this season, 5-0. And evens his record against Delp. But that might only be momentarily as Sam Hartman enters the field. The All-American, the 2-time All-American here at Bucknell, 82-23. And he is opposed by the 165-pounder Scott Jarras, who is 1-2 this season, 13-20 in his career. He has 8 open wins and a total of 18 matches this season. So we'll see what he's got. Looks a little bit longer than Hartman, but Hartman starting fast, and that's 2 already.
And he's going for a Navy ride. He's probably going to get some backs right here.
Yeah, Hartman did not waste any time getting right in there.
Hartman's always starting with score. Oh, he's going back to the Navy ride, looks like.
I mean, not even just hit the 20-second mark in the first bout, and he's already up 2-0. Hartman is not wasting any time, and he is not letting go of Jarras, and he might have hurt himself there. That leg does not look good. And I don't know what happened there.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
He might have extended his knee right there. It looks pretty serious there, as Hartman's up 2-0 with 2:28 to go. And I mean that was what you were alluding to a little bit in the first match with that knee, and that's just, I'm assuming that's just a big part of wrestling. When you're fighting for position there, sometimes you just get extended.
Yeah, you never want to see anything like that happen.
That's unfortunate. Hartman's going over to him too. Love to see the sportsmanship a little bit there.
It's hard to say what happened. Hopefully everything's okay.
Hopefully it's not a serious injury, because that'd be a big loss for Sacred Heart as we hit the home stretch here in the wrestling season. And I'll tell you, it didn't look good. It looked like his leg was a little limp there. Right as soon as Hartman let it go. So
it looks to be something with that kneecap. Yeah.
it looks like he's done.
Medical forfeit. You never want to see it end like that.
No.
But still.
Hartman going over to him. Love to see he got up though, and Hartman over there helped him up, especially there. Hartman gets the win though. And that'll put us right into the 174 match here, as Bucknell will have Sam Barnes going. He's 7-10 on the year, 3-2 in dual matches, and 2-2 in the EIWA. And Barnes, 119-42 record in high school, and a 4-time All-State selection. So he's a young guy with Fisher out. Jaden Fisher not in today, got hurt. Gets a good chance here against Sacred Heart's Ryan Valentino. And he's making his debut here, his season debut and his collegiate debut here today.
Yeah, the big thing about Barnes is just how tall and long he is. You know, he's very unorthodox in that sense. I want to say Barnes is about 6'3", 6'4". You feel every inch of that when you wrestle him. It's very, very difficult to get to his legs, and if you do get to
He's
his
got
legs,
those long arms. That's probably what makes it tough. I mean, Bucknell, by the way, takes a 6-3 lead in the match. And nothing yet. And
still nothing.
Wow.
There's two.
That's two.
For Valentino.
And Valentino gets the early lead, 2-0. So, what would you say Barnes does really well? I'm assuming you've probably wrestled him a couple times.
Yeah, you know, Barnes he's scrappy, man. You know, he doesn't get tired. He'll fight you the entire time. You know, he's locked up in a cradle right here. He's got him.
Oh no. Trying to get out of that. And he might have just been pinned. Oh man, upset win. As getting the win there, Heatherman for Sacred Heart. My mistake. Heatherman gets the win for Sacred Heart. By a pin, a 6-point win there. They're up 9-6. Well, we said in the open the Sacred Heart team wasn't very good, but they came to play.
Yeah, you know.
2 early wins.
They came with a fire about them. Looks like they were a little more ready to go as we got started.
As going here is Joe Acosti, the transfer from App State. He had 15 wins last season for the Pioneers, the most on the team, and he was 31-18 overall at App State. And in high school, he was a 2-time state champ. And Logan DeCitis enters today. He's 14-9 this season, 6-3 in duels, and 2-1 in EIWA play. He was a 4-year team captain at his high school, 2-time state champ, 113-0 in his junior and senior season. So,
well, actually, he would have been a 3-time state champ. He did not wrestle his senior year as Illinois did not have a state championship. So his sophomore, junior years were he won his titles, and he was a shoo-in to win it his senior year as well.
Early on here, Acosti has his arms locked up there.
Looks like Acosti's looking for some kind of throw right now.
Looks like it.
Nothing quite yet. Cetus is starting to funk through, and he's out.
He got through it.
That was just good job not giving up any position by DeCitis there, and just pure horsepower by Acosti.
Now they're feeling each other out here. As again, Logan DeCitis, another wrestler that seems to be really long, a little bit taller. I mean, Acosti's a little shorter than him, but not quite as long as Barnes, but you know, he's still pretty long comparative in these versus Acosti here, which I assume probably gives him another advantage.
Yeah, for sure. You know, especially on top, just having those long limbs is huge. Goes for a quick little shot. Koski's looking to jack up those double unders again.
And there's
a potentially dangerous call.
Yep. Was that the locking of the chicken wings there?
Yeah. They gave 1 point to DeCitis for it.
So Bucknell's up 1-0 in the first bout here.
At least I thought they did. It looks like the score table.
Maybe not.
Oh, there it goes.
Oh, okay. Score table's a little bit behind.
Yeah,
1-0
once in
though.
a while.
As we enter about 1:15 to play here in the first bout. Neither guy's really giving up much position here. Acosti's looked for.
Yep. Oh, he's in on a nice little snap single. Nothing yet.
He got it.
There's the 2 points as they go out of bounds.
2-1. Acosti. Not looking good for Bucknell early here. Early on in this match, but it's just early in this third bout here. Third bout. Yep.
Yeah. All right, DeCitis has got to look to start springing to his feet here. He's doing a good job keeping his feet under him and basing out.
Acosti putting his foot on his foot there, trying to prevent him from getting up, and he did.
DeCitis goes back to that power position.
Looks like he got caught in almost a cradle. No,
DeCitis is going to get the reversal.
Oh
DeCitis got him on his back. That's a pin right there. There we go.
He pinned him. Wow. What a reversal by DeCitis.
Great job. That was just.
That's another 6 points for Bucknell. They go up 12-9 through the first 3 bouts.
He was stuck for a while. He was flat as a board. I think the ref was kind of caught off guard. I did not expect that reversal at all, especially straight to the back like that.
Yep, we're at the 197 already. Mason McCready going for Bucknell, and he'll be opposed by Logan Michael. McCready on the season is 10-9 this year, 5-5 in duels, 2-2 in the IWA, and 32-29 career record at Bucknell. And he was a one-time state qualifier in high school, 100 wins, 44 losses, 102 wins, 44 losses in high school. So a lot of guys.
McCready's setting the pace early here, really pushing his opponent around. Yeah.
Jousting for position now. Start a little bit like these 197 and the heavyweights. Don't they have a little bit more of a different wrestling style than the rest of the team because they're a little bit heavier?
A little bit, you know. McCready is a really big guy on snaps, as you guys can see. You know, he's just ball strong.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of times the heavier weights, it's a little bit more choosing your own shots than you'd see at 125. Great job with short offense right there by McCready. He's got to pull his opponent in.
But he's trying to pull him back in.
That should be fleeing the mat call, possibly. Still nothing.
Well, he's pulling him back in.
There we go.
And he got two right there.
And he looks like he's going to lock up. Cross-face cradle's what he's going for. Nothing quite yet. Up, he's going barbed wire. Trying to get some back points here. He's going to bail and go back to looking for that figure four on the leg.
Michael's trying to prevent it, and McCready's starting to get somewhere with it. He hooks it underneath shoulder blade there.
Yep. McCready's going back to the other side. He's got his left arm on the tricep. He's going to bait cradle. Looks like he's going to go cross wrist now. Might look for a tilt here. You don't see tilts as much at heavier weights, but I know for a fact that McCready can tilt.
Looks like he's trying to do that right now. He's still jousting for a position. 2-0 lead as we approach a minute to go here in the first bout.
The other huge thing right now is McCready has almost a minute of riding time. He just hit it as his opponent attempts to get up, and he's looking for that cross wrist again. He might have a turn right here with this boot in.
He's doing a great job of neutralizing his opponent and keeping him down too.
Yeah, he's really doing a good job of breaking all four contact points that his opponent has with the mat down.
He's really making Michael work here as Michael's
headgear slipped above his eyes.
Right.
But they're going to let it keep going. As
he got him turned.
He's getting a turn here.
Oh, he got
him. He's going to get the pin. He's looking for it, and he's got it.
He got the pin. Oh.
He's got time. He's got about 20 seconds left. He's lifting
trying.
the head. It's hard to see from our angle, but there it is.
And he got it. Another pin. And Mason McCready gets 6 more points for Bucknell, and it'll be an 18-9 advantage for Bucknell.
Looks like a little bit of blood. Looks like the nose popped open.
Yeah.
I believe he was wearing a nose plug before the match started.
Oh, well, okay, yeah.
So, happens every once in a while.
And it couldn't have helped the face gear, or the headgear went right into his face while he's getting pinned.
Yeah.
Can't help that either.
Yeah, sometimes those things just shake out.
As Michael goes to 0-2 on the year, and Nick Copley, the heavyweight, will go for Sacred Heart. 1-0 in duels this year, and he's a freshman, first-year player. So, really not a lot of experience here in college, and he's going against Luke Niemeyer, the heavyweight for Bucknell. 124-15 record in high school with 75 pins. So that's probably what he's going to look for here. I mean, we've already seen 2 of them today. So, 2-time New Jersey state champ, or state place winner, 3rd and 6th overall. Yeah, he's 6-6 this year, 17-19 overall. I watched him a little bit against Michigan State. He had a really good match against Michigan State this season. And this could really be a building block for him. I mean, it's kind of another one of those things. Sacred Heart, not very good. Like, not a lot of experience at that weight class. And Niemeyer, 3rd-year player, 2nd year maybe with the COVID year. I don't know how it works, but has a lot of experience under his belt, especially with the team he's on.
Yeah. The big thing about Niemeyer that you guys should watch for during this match is both his underhook that he uses to set up his leg attacks and his throws. You know, Niemeyer is a smaller heavyweight, but he uses that speed advantage.
Oh, yeah.
And just the fact that guys don't expect a smaller man to try to throw him.
Well, it does list on he is listed as a 197 pounder too, so he can go down in weight. So he is a little undermatched sometimes, which probably is why he's 6'6" and not a lot better. But he definitely has the wrestling skills to be a great heavyweight.
No, I agree 100%. I think that's also something Niemeyer takes in stride.
Right.
Looking like the underdog, even though he may not be. There you go. He's got his underhook on the left side set up. Almost was able to get to a high crotch off of it. He's looking to get center position again. Just heavy hand fight by Niemeyer. Digging that underhook. Smacking the head around a little bit.
It was quite a turnaround there. You know, Bucknell was down 9-6 there in the first 3 bouts, and they've taken the last 2 by way of pins with McCready and DeCitis both pinning their guys to get 12 points. And Hartman won his match early due to a medical disqualification there. So Niemeyer and Copley are just fighting for position at this point. Still 0-0 as we approach 2 minutes to play in this first duel.
Yep. Niemeyer looked for a sneaky little drag. He's going to get his hips out. Good basic defense.
And he
He's going to
got
look for
him.
his own attack. He's going to drive through. Nothing quite yet.
That was a good block initially
we
by
go.
Copley, but
Beautiful
Niemeyer
job by
was
Niemeyer
able to
just
get.
sticking with it.
Yep, Niemeyer didn't let that phase him. Takes him straight down the mat, and he has 2 points, 2-0 lead, with 1 minute 40 seconds to play here in the first duel, first bout.
Niemeyer's keeping that left foot in, just trying to gain some riding time as long as possible.
And they got him out.
Yep.
Copley was able to force it. Back to the center of the mat we go.
But those 5 seconds, you know, those can be the make or break in matches sometimes. So smart move by Niemeyer, just keeping that those toes in, eating up as much clock as possible.
As we await the referee's signal here, 2-0 lead for Bucknell, or Niemeyer. And he's got him on his back.
Yep, he's going for that same cross body. Oh, he's looking to lock up a cradle.
He got
here.
the cradle. Oh man, he got it.
That's all she wrote right there. He's flat as a pancake. There we go.
And Bucknell has their 3rd pin in a row. It is 24-9. Sacred Heart again outplayed, and we got 4 bouts left. And we're going to the 125-pounder, an unusual place for them. Usually they're the ones that started out, but we started at the 157-pounder today, and it'll be Brandon Seidman, right? How to say Seidman, going for Bucknell, and he is opposed by Jacob Venezia. Venezia's in his first year of wrestling for Sacred Heart, and he's only wrestled 1 match. He dropped 10-1 against Harvard this season. Seidman, as I mentioned in the open, 68-23 in high school. So maybe not the most prestigious, but it also seems like he didn't get as much playing time in high school. But 36-38 in his career here at Bucknell. 11-9 this year, and he's a team captain. As they fight for forward position here, feeling each other out a little bit.
Seidman attacking early. He got to a shot a little earlier, but they called potentially dangerous on it. Not 100% sure why. I didn't really see it. Or I didn't see anything dangerous. Excuse me. But it's always really good feeling to get on that.
He's got it. He's got his leg hooked there.
Now,
He's got to get the other one locked.
looks like Venezia is going for almost a spladle, but there's nothing there. He's going to go out the back door. Seidman's going to roll back. He's going to start elevating again.
Venezia and Seidman are both fighting for position, but now he's up in the air. Seidman's off his feet.
Probably going to blow this down. Oh, maybe not.
Venezia was up off his feet, sorry. Seidman has got all the control on him.
Yep, looking to isolate that ankle. He's going to try to hook it through, get his own ankle free. It looks like Venezia has that far one. There he goes. He's going to start.
And there's the stoppage.
Stalemate. 2 really, really good shots from Seidman. he's having a little bit of trouble finishing from that backdoor position.
Venezia has done a good job of fighting him off too, just staying composed. I mean, he's not very experienced, but you know, he's staying with it. Seidman, you know, a very accomplished wrestler here at Bucknell. And they're both just kind of squaring off here, getting another feel for each other.
Seidman's got to get that wrist free and look for a single again, which there he goes.
We saw Calvin Dalton in that early bout too, the exhibition bout. So the 125 class for Bucknell, really good. Aiden Lewis is no slouch either.
Yeah, we have a lot of depth down there. It's really exciting to see what these young guys are going to do at 125 once Seidman passes off the mantle. Quick little shot from Venezia. Seidman down blocks. Gets to a leg attack of his own.
And he's got him. 2 points there.
And he's got a claw ride. He's going to look for a turn right here.
He's looking for that cradle again. Venezia is trying to fight it off. And he does get his arm off the top of his head, but hooks it underneath.
Yep. Seidman's going to use this claw/spiral ride just to really break down the positioning of Venezia. As Venezia tries to come to his feet, Seidman's going to get a return right here.
Oh,
yep, good job.
Back down. Slam back down by Seidman with authority.
About 25 seconds left in the period. Seidman's going to just look to stay on top, try to collect a minute of riding time. Might even get a tilt right here. He loads it up right. Yep. Oh.
No.
Venezia rolls through. The 2 go out of bounds.
16 seconds left in the bout. 3-0 lead for Seidman. And he's got 45 seconds of riding time. I imagine he's probably going to try to flip him here maybe, but he wants to get the riding time to a minute. As you said, it matters with points.
Oh, I can see Seidman's going to pull him back. He might look for a quick little
I don't think he has enough time in the first one, but has a minute of riding time. It's up 3-0. And the Sacred Heart fans, we're into it early, but go quiet behind us here. And Seidman chooses down, I believe.
Not sure why they gave an extra point. Should be 2-0, I believe.
Maybe it was a mistake on the
That's what I'm thinking.
Scorekeeper's part.
Quick caution on Seidman. Now caution on Venezia. Both men have a caution.
You think on that stalemate maybe they gave a point to Bucknell?
No,
Seidman?
That wouldn't be it.
Because I didn't see a dangerous play at all, which is when they usually give a point.
Yeah, I'm really not sure.
That's interesting. Yeah.
I'll have to go back and watch. Seidman's up to his feet, gets his escape.
And he got the one. 4-0 lead for Bucknell as it stands right now. Well, if you're Seidman, you're not complaining about that extra point.
Absolutely not. He's in on a leg again.
And
to sit him to his butt, and he gets the
they got him again.
He's going to look to bar it up. Might try to go for a turn or a pin right here. Oh, he's got a bar. He's got a half on that right side. So he's ditching the half. Nope, he's going back to it.
Oh.
And he's going to turn it over. He's looking for a fall right here. He's got to get a little more out, start teeing up.
He didn't hook the under part of his body there, the legs. Sometimes you can flip guys like that, but he was able. Venezia was able to keep his body down low, and as a result, did not get the flip. Still a 6-0 lead here in the second bout with a minute and 2 seconds left, with a minute and 25 of riding time and counting.
Seidman's going to look for a roll-through tilt right here. He's got the 2-on-1. Almost. He's going to try to reset it and roll through again. Looks like Venezia might have his far arm, and Seidman's going to go back to that half-wing combo. Probably going to try to run it here with about 40 seconds left.
And he's about to approach 2 minutes of riding time here. Not that it'll matter if he gets a pin on him, though, which is what he's been trying to do. He's got his legs hooked.
He's going to the other side, almost with a Blair ride.
He almost baited him into that position there. Standing it, putting him into a more vulnerable position where he was on his knees and able to get flat again, as there's only 5 seconds left in this second bout. And I think that's how the second bout will end. Going on to third.
Yep. This third period, let's see. Chooses neutral.
You need on the shot. Let's go.
Seidman's going to look for this takedown. And either a ride out or a pin. He's going to want that major decision.
He's up 6-0, and he's got a 2:24 riding time on Venezia. Venezia clearly outmatched by Seidman.
Warning on Venezia for stalling. As it stands now, it's effectively 7-0 with the riding time factored in. Venezia is looking for something off this front headlock. Seidman's in on a leg. He's going to look to finish.
Oh, he got him.
Might even look for some back points with this Turk right here.
He's got him in a good position. Got that opposite leg hooked. Venezia fighting hard, and he got back onto his flat there on his belly there. That was a good job working out of that, where he was almost pinned, in a position to be pinned. And potentially dangerous, I think.
No, that was a stalling call.
Stalling call.
For Green. I thought Seidman looked to be working there.
Interesting.
I am a little biased, though, I will say.
He's still going to try to get into a position here. Seidman's still trying to. He's got him in a good position.
Oh, he's going to look to turn right here. He's got that shoulder loaded. Minute left. Nothing quite yet.
Nope.
Stalling call on bottom.
And another point for Bucknell. 9-0, and effectively it'd be 10-0 with the riding time.
Yep, riding time is locked at this point.
He's got to be careful there with the chicken wing up in that area.
Chicken wing again. About 25 left in the match.
Oh, he's got his arm under the neck there.
Yep, he's going to look for some back points.
He's been so close so many times to getting Venezia on the back. Yep. He's got 10 seconds left to do it. Got 5 seconds left in the bout, and that's probably how it's going to end. Yeah, and that's how it will. A 10-0 win for Bucknell. As Brandon Seidman goes to 12-9 on the season. And Bucknell is up 28-9.
Coming to these last 3 bouts right here.
And they got at 133, it's Kurt Phipps coming in, and he will be opposed
by Anthony Petrillo.
Anthony Petrillo, yep. 9-11 in 2019-2020, 12 takedowns in 2019, and I don't believe he has been wrestling this season, or at least in the duels. He was also an Academic Achievement Award winner for the EIWA in 2019-2020 season.
Yep.
But Phipps, on the flip side, 14-6 this year. He's probably close to be. I would assume he'd be close to being ranked in the rankings there.
He recently beat Penn's 133-pounder, who's ranked 13th in the nation.
Wow.
So he's got that win over him, and also Ryan Spann, who was 29th at the time of Buffalo, I believe. And he's looking to get out to a quick start.
There's 2 right there for him.
Yep. And he's going to start looking to turn.
Yeah, but Phipps just he's a one-time state champ, 2020 state champ. Get his high school record, 150-10 overall in high school.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Phipps was an absolute monster in high school, as he is in college. He was a 4-time PI AAA placer. He was a 3-time finalist, 1-time champion.
Yeah.
So just incredibly accomplished coming into
especially
college.
In PA. As we mentioned a little bit in the open, but Sacred Heart was awarded a point, I'm assuming, a dangerous call.
No, it was an escape call.
Escape call. Oh,
Phipps let him up.
I missed it. Talking about Phipps's career, but he's 20-12 in his career here at Bucknell, but he's off to an amazing start this year, 14-6. 4-0 in the IWA and 9-1 in duels. So
he's in a front headlock. He's going to look to clear it. Petrillo's just going to, seems to be content with that underhook.
And stalemate. Phipps is pretty lanky too for his size too. 133.
And also another thing that I'm noticing is Phipps is a lot more active footwork-wise. Petrillo's kind of flat-footed. Looks for a slide by.
Yeah, I see Phipps is kind of moving his arms a little bit. He's just a little bit more loose.
Yeah, Petrillo seems almost planted.
And they're just jousting for position at this point.
It might have something to do with the tape on Petrillo's knee. You can kind of see it shooting out of that knee pad.
I think he was getting taped up before the game, so he might have tweaked that knee or something or another in a previous match duel.
It's also interesting to note how Petrillo's kind of switching his stance. He did it a second ago. He switched his lead leg.
Yeah, and Phipps is targeting that right leg too.
Yeah. They're going to call Warren a stalling on Petrillo right there. Phipps
He's trying to flip him.
Slide by Shuck. Petrillo's not really offering much offense right now.
I mean, he's staying in at 2-1. But Phipps is just looking a lot quicker than Petrillo as well. Yeah. As we got 10 seconds left in this first bout, 2-1 lead for Bucknell. And out of bounds. 6 seconds left. Not much riding time to speak of. 13 seconds for Phipps, but
little headgear issue.
I always personally liked when you see a wrestler just get right back to the mat like they're ready to go. I've seen it even when, wrestlers aren't really, they're on the bottom, so they're doing a lot more work. It just kind of seems like they have a lot more endurance than maybe the other guy does.
Yeah, it's a mental thing. It's just showing, hey, I'm not tired. Are you tired? Because you better not be, because I'm not.
I mean, and Phipps did that right there. He just got right back to the center, no problem. And Petrillo just kind of lagged behind him. Yep. And an easy escape point there for Phipps. 3-1 lead. He only got 3 seconds of riding time there.
Yeah, good job by Phipps just sealing off, getting to his feet, and getting back to work in the neutral. He's really making Petrillo react to him at this point.
And Petrillo's done a nice job of that so far, playing defense. He's got the one takedown, but it's about all to speak of in this match so far.
Petrillo does need to be careful not to get another stalling call as Kurt is in.
But Phipps,
single.
As soon as I said that, Phipps got around him and got 2.
There's the 2 points. Gonna look to crawl up the body. He might even go cross wrist tilt right here, or at least look to set it up.
As we're approaching the 1 minute mark in the second bout, it's 5-1. And Phipps is trying to keep him in, trying to prevent him from getting out, and he's doing it.
He's gonna go bar tilt.
Oh, we got him.
Job.
And that's
quick
a
2 count.
That's
Are they
2 points. Yep.
Yes, they are.
And they also gave a violation there on Petrillo.
Yeah, it looked to be too near fall. Kirk did a really good job keeping his foot in bounds, and then I think a fleeing the mat call.
Yeah. So 3 points total there for Phipps. He's up 8-1.
Yep, and he's about to go for this tilt right here. He's just loading it up.
And he's getting the riding time up to approaching about a minute of riding time here with about 30 seconds left in the second bout. 8-1 lead.
He might be looking for that bar tilt again. Yep, there it is.
I mean, he had him for 1 second there the first time around. Almost looks like a stalling call, too, on Petrillo, too.
Yeah, Petrillo does already have a warning, so another warning will be a point against Petrillo for Phipps. Phipps doing a good job isolating that ankle. Might even go for a stack right here. No, doesn't look like it.
Petrillo's doing a nice job. He's almost looking like he's about to work his way up to his feet. And there's no time left. 1 minute and 30 of riding time. Ending the second bout, 8-1 lead for Phipps.
And they're going neutral. Phipps is going to look for another takedown here. Phipps probably gonna look
And
for one of those
they
ankles.
almost had, almost a nice reverse there. Petrillo. Phipps quick to get up to his feet and reverse that.
Into that front headlock position.
I thought Petrillo had him right there, but that was an amazing job of Phipps just to react and be able to get right back to a position where he wasn't going to get taken down.
Absolutely.
I see why you highlighted this match early on. Kurt Phipps. He's a guy that can move around.
Yeah, he's exciting. He's always in constant motion.
He,
Stalling call on
he's almost got him on his back there. Petrillo doing a nice job of, and he got the 2.
You're gonna go stalemate.
And there's a stalemate. That was a good 2 by Phipps, and then another point awarded for stalling. So we got a minute left, just about a minute left here in this third bout. I think it's safe. I mean, unless some miracle happens, it's safe to say Phipps probably got this one.
Yeah. But I expect Phipps to go for bonus points here. Probably going to look for the tech fall. He would need 2 sets of backs to get it.
He's got 44 seconds and counting to do it. He probably effectively has another point for riding time. Yep, 1 point. Maybe that's his tech fall he's trying to get here.
Trillo gets an escape. Looks like Kurt's going to go for another takedown attempt. Yeah, Phipps has really got him reacting. Trillo reacting to him at this point. Trillo's looking
And I don't think he's going to quite get that tech fall, but
no. Trillo's looking for kind of a junk move right now.
that's a stalling call. Unless a miracle happens here for that tech fall, which would be a pin.
Yeah,
or back points.
Yeah, or if takedown to back points. Another stalling call for Petrillo.
He's almost got him there again. 5 seconds left, 2 minutes of riding time for Petrillo. It looks like Petrillo kind of stalled there. 14 to 2 win for Phipps. 13 to 2 for Phipps, and Bucknell takes a 32-9 lead, which effectively means they've already won the duel.
Yep.
With Darren Miller up next, number 21 in the nation at 141 for Bucknell. And for Sacred Heart, I believe, is Jordan Carlucci. So he had 1 win as a freshman at the JWU Wildcat Open. And he had a tough loss earlier in the year. He's 0-3 on the year, but he had to face the number 1 wrestler in the 141 weight class for Penn State.
Yeah, Nick Lee, that's a hard matchup for anyone. Miller's in on a leg. He's going to look to get a takedown.
And there's an easy 2 for Miller. Miller, 33-19 career record at Bucknell, but he's 6-0 in this season. 4 major wins this year, and 164-23 record in high school, and a 1-time state champ at the Division III level in his senior year. So Miller's a very accomplished wrestler, and 6-0, like I said, this year. So he not an easy matchup for Carlucci.
Anytime you're facing a returning NCAA qualifier, you're in for a tough match. And that's what Carlucci has on his hands right now.
So you think, just kind of looking at the NCAA qualifiers, because I'm going to assume a couple guys from here will probably go again. You think there's a surprise guy that we might see, Phipps, that might be able to get to NCAAs this year?
I don't think Phipps is a surprise guy.
Not a surprise guy?
I think Phipps is getting to the NCAA championships. I honestly think that every single one of our guys on our roster
has a chance. Definitely a lot of good records I've seen. And the only one I've seen that might be a question mark is maybe the 125, but even so, I think he's had a good year. And he definitely, more than likely, can also get to the NCAAs. Don't know how far they'll get, but, you know, when you have to play the Penn States and the Michigans and all the Big Ten schools, really, just tough matches for any smaller school. But this Bucknell team is full of guys that can compete. They really compete with these bigger time schools.
You know, I really have confidence in every single one of our guys that can make it far in the NCAA tournament.
As Miller's trying to flip him here.
Let alone get there. Miller might even have some back, or should have some back points here. He's got about 55 seconds left in the period.
He's almost got him.
There we go.
He's got him in a weird lock there, where it almost looks like a WWE lock there.
Yeah, he's got the basically he's got a figure 4 on the leg, and then
right.
just going cross face and just hipping over.
He got awarded 4 back points there, I believe.
Yep. He's gonna probably look to go there again. He's gonna collect that wrist, put it on the back. Actually, he might go bar tilt.
The Bucknell fans saying, "Where's the action at?" As it looks like Carlucci's starting to go after the fans calling out.
Yeah, Carlucci does already have a stall as Miller works on that with a head lever. Might go for it.
Oh, there he goes.
For a tilt right here.
He's almost got him.
Oh, he ran out of time.
Ran out of time. But he's up 6-0 after the end of one bout, and he's got 2 minutes and 39 seconds of riding time. What you would expect of the number 21 wrestler in the nation.
Yeah, Miller's going to look to get a really quick escape here. Just sealing off, getting to his feet, and then peeling those hands away. Getting his power position.
Carlucci looks to get some of that riding time back. But Miller's already starting to get to his feet, and he got out of it. Yep. 1 point for Miller. 7-0
lead.
I'm going to assume he's going to look for a quick takedown again and then go for even more of the back points there, as it looks like he got him again, and he did.
Or actually more of like a knee pull almost. He's going to look to flatten him out. Carlucci's staying in that base, and Miller's got the far ankle.
I see Miller's got that big arm brace on there too.
Yeah, he'll use it like a club.
I can only imagine what that's like to wrestle against that. And he's got his leg hooked up there, and he's got his arm. He looks like he's trying to get his arms around the thigh there and flip them that way.
Another stalling. Going to be a point for Miller. 10-0.
He's 5 points away from a tech fall here.
Yeah, he might. A turn and maybe a cut and a takedown will do it. Or 2 turns.
He's got the legs going. Nope. Carlucci's able to flatten back out, but
Miller's still got that leg isolated.
Yeah, Carlucci does not look like he wants any part of this match anymore.
Bucknell fans are still calling for stalling. Carlucci's kind of just hanging out.
Bucknell has a nice turnout today. The students just came back on campus this week, and another point awarded for stalling.
Yep, another stalling call.
Miller trying to flip him. He ran out of time again.
Yeah, almost 4 minutes of riding time coming into the third period. So riding time is already locked.
It's 11-0 lead too. He's 4 points away from a tech fall here. Miller is.
Gonna get another single leg. He's gonna look to cut.
He's almost got him too.
Yep.
He's got to hook that other leg.
That's 2.
And he did. 2 points away from a tech fall. And I think he's trying to go for the pin here, or back points.
Yeah. Looks like they're calling for Miller to cut. He's going to cut Carlucci. Carlucci's going to get his first point of the match. Carlucci looks like he's almost going for a throw. Miller is basically going to say, no, I'm not going to let you do that.
And he's going to flip him around, and 2 points, and
probably going to cut him again right here. Yep. Go one more takedown for a tech fall.
15-1 lead. A minute left. And the third bout here.
There it is.
And he got him. 17-2 win. Tech fall win for Miller. And he's riling up the crowd.
He's excited to be back. That was just technical execution by Miller right
too easy for Miller, and 37-9, commanding lead for Bucknell. They go for 40 points, as it'll be Colby DePron for Bucknell in this final dual match. Still got 2 exhibition matches after this one, and he'll be opposed by Cole McGill. McGill's 0-1 on the season. His only loss came to versus American, which is Sacred Heart's only win of the season. But coming into this one, Colby DePron, a 3-time Oklahoma State champion. And he was also a state runner-up. So 131-7 in his high school career, and 18-7 overall record at Bucknell. He's another guy that I'd say is an NCAA, looks to go to NCAAs this year and probably has a good chance of it.
No, absolutely. Every time Colby DePron wrestles, it's just fireworks. He's just exciting to watch.
A quick 2-1 lead, though, for Sacred Heart. But DePron, they're fighting for position here. Looked like Sacred Heart's going for that front headlock. DePron's too quick, and
not sure.
Looked like they were checking on Sacred Heart.
Maybe an eye poke, something. Or a hands to the face call.
They're fighting for position here, as effectively Bucknell's already won this duel, and they will go to 5-0 in the EIWA. It's whether they want to. This last match just determines if Sacred Heart could get to that 10-point mark that I said they haven't gotten to this season. Well, in the last 3 matches. They did beat American 17-16, but last 3 matches they haven't scored double digits. As jousting for position here. DePron almost got him.
He's got the 2 points right there.
Got 2, yep. Takes a 3-2 lead.
Now he's going to look to start working on top, try to get a turn or a pin.
As he got 1:30 to do that.
Isolating that left leg. It is DePron. He's got his boot in.
He does have that left leg hooked, and he's looking to turn him. He's got his legs turning, and
very close to
almost got it, and he's got back points for sure.
He's going to get the fall here. There it is.
And
that's all she wrote.
He got him. 43-9 victory for Bucknell in this duel, and Bucknell takes care of business against Sacred Heart. We still got 2 exhibition matches coming up here. But that was a great win for DePron. He goes to 19-7 on the year, and this Bucknell team is rolling. They get 6 in a row here, 5-0 in the EIWA play. Their only non-conference win against Lockhaven in that tri-meet. As I'm not sure who's wrestling here in the exhibition to start.
I know we have Trejo.
Okay, that's it. Trejo versus.
Not sure who we have from Sacred.
Yeah, I don't know who has from Sacred Heart, but he's making his season debut here today, and his collegiate debut really. Even though it's not going to technically count, but get to see what Trejo's got here. Trejo has. He's from Arizona, so. I don't know where they just went. They were just out there on the mat.
Yeah, it looks like the officials are talking about something.
We just hit the 6 o'clock hour here, so that was not even just about an hour wrestling time.
A little under.
And here they come.
Lafferty gets a quick little takedown, almost in a Merkel-like situation.
So what do you think about Trejo here?
Well, he's got to get something with that leg right now.
Yeah, it looks like Sacred Heart's doing a good job here. Trejo's still got that left leg hook though, so he hasn't completely given up position yet. As Sacred Heart going to the top of the head there, I think the crowd for Bucknell not happy about that.
Looks like Sacred Heart almost went for a spladle for a second.
And a stalling call there. As Trejo did a good job there fending him off, as it looked like early he might have a takedown there or two, but Sacred Heart not able to get anything out of that. And Sacred Heart's been the aggressor so far.
Trejo needs to get in a better stance right now. It's kind of lackadaisical in it.
But he got underneath of him and lifts him up into the air. Nothing yet. As Sacred Heart holding onto the bottom of his foot there, doing a good job of not giving up position yet. And a stalling call again. So a minute 27, nothing doing here with either one of these wrestlers. Trejo looked like he was going to get a takedown early there in that last sequence, but he was not able to do anything, and they get a stalling call. Jousting for position.
Minute left in the period.
So what's it like to wrestle Trejo? What's something you like about him?
He just doesn't give up on positions. You know, he fights through everything.
I mean, clearly he's a very young player, so he's got. I'm sure he's got a lot of growing to do, but gets this opportunity here in an exhibition match.
Looks like Lafferty's going to go for some kind of slide by. .3 seconds left in the period. Diving shot by Trejo. He's got to get in a better stance still, though.
Trejo is doing a good job of fending him off. Really not much doing for either one of these guys in the first bout here, as they got 3 seconds and nothing to speak of, really.
Right. Okay, there we go.
As I guess Bucknell has a 6-0 lead in the exhibition matches with the match earlier.
I guess, from the pin earlier by Calvin Dalton.
And
he's gonna choose down.
Yep, he wants that early point. It might be the decider, honestly.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think this is gonna be a match of who can get off bottom and who can ride on top.
And he quickly gets out of it. Not even a second of riding time there. 2 seconds riding time. Quick 1-0 lead for Trejo here. As our
Lafferty's in on a leg. Probably gonna get this here.
Nothing yet. And good job by Trejo. Didn't give up like you said. He's great at doing it. Able to really get out of that. Looked like he was going to take it down, but reverse. There, and they're looking to flip him here.
Yeah, he went for a throw there. Lafferty's got that leg pretty tight right now. He's going to look for a turn.
He's got that left leg pinned on the other side there. He did it initially.
Yeah, this is a tough position to be in right here for Trejo. Double boots is just no fun. He's got to jump his hips onto one side.
Right.
So only one leg is in, and then he's got to try to wiggle out from there. And again, it's one of those things that sounds really, really easy to do. It's not.
Right. Easier said than done, as the classic saying goes.
Exactly.
And everything's probably easier to say in wrestling than it is to do.
Mm-hmm.
I can only imagine.
Lafferty's got this bar.
Lafferty's got to be careful there, though.
He's got 30 seconds. Probably going to jump sides and run half. There it is. Looks like he lost the half on the head.
Right on cue, Miles.
Yep. Oh, he's looking for it again. Yep. Flatten him out, jump sides.
Oh, he's starting to get him.
Yep.
He might get him.
He's got 10 seconds.
Oh man, he's got him close. Oh, bridge. He got bridge. That was a great job by Trejo.
Should be 4 near fall, yep.
He did get 4 though, for the near fall. It's a 6-1 lead for Sacred Heart. That was a great job by Trejo just to bridge himself out of that possible pin.
Yeah, just gotta, again, like I said, just staying tough.
And they choose neutral there, and it's 6-1 lead for Sacred Heart. Trejo is fighting hard here. As a minute 31 of riding time for Lafferty here for Sacred Heart. As they kind of both just feeling each other out here in this third bout. We got one more up, and I believe it's going to be Nolan Springer at the 174 for Bucknell. Yep. I'm not sure who's going for Sacred Heart, but
it'll be someone. Another slide-by attempt by Lafferty.
And Trejo got under him, got him up in the air.
But Lafferty does have an ankle.
And nothing yet.
He's got to fight that head out.
Oh, man. And 1 minute left in the third bout here. 6-1 lead for Sacred Heart. Trejo trying to reverse it, and he did. 2 points. He's got to do something fast here. 45 seconds and counting.
They're going to call for him to cut.
And trying to cut him, and he does. 1 point for Sacred Heart. And Trejo's got to move quick here. He might be out of time. 20 seconds left here.
Might be looking for something big. Yeah, he's digging that underhook.
And
Lafferty's in on the leg. Lafferty's probably just going to hold on here.
Yeah, got 10 seconds left.
He's going to make it look like he's working and just kind of hang out and ride the clock out.
Oh! And close. He's got 5 seconds, and that'll end it.
Yep. That'll be 2 points to the end there.
2 points, 10-3 win for Lafferty in this exhibition match. And we got Nolan Springer at 174 going for Bucknell. Ryan Latana's going for Sacred Heart. Ryan
Valentino. Slide by early. Now he's got an underhook.
So Springer on the season coming in. He's 6-12 this year, 4-2 in duels, and as a 2-time Wisconsin state champion. And he's got a 2-pointer there, takedown early here for Springer.
Now the thing about Springer is, again, he's kind of like Barnes in the sense that he's really, really long.
Yeah.
But he's also, actually, I think he is taller than Barnes. But he's also really good on top. He's really, really good at just extending guys with his length and then looking for tilts and bars, kind of like how he has here, almost a head lever or a snowplow barring that up. He might even just straight up run this.
Yeah, he's trying to quickly flip him here. As Bucknell's up 6-3 in the exhibition matches here. He's got it hooked. He's trying to flip him. Oh, he got him on the back.
This might be it. You know, he's got a minute 50 just to settle.
He was able to get out of it.
I spoke a little too soon.
That's 2 more points.
Yeah, but he's going to probably keep this hold. Okay, they're going to dump the 2 points.
Total of 6 points now for Bucknell for Springer, and he's going to try to do it again.
Yeah, he's got about a minute and a half in this period left to work.
And over a minute of riding time now. I like how right there, Valentino, he was able to bridge himself out of that potential pin. But Springer still got a hold of him, and starting to flip him again. And
he's going to get a tilt.
a reverse. That was a good reverse there. And nothing, just an escape point there. He almost had the reverse. 4-1 lead for Bucknell, for Springer. Bucknell already won the duel 43-9. Did not give Sacred Heart that 10-point, that double digits they were looking for. And Springer's in a tough position right here, as Valentino has his right leg hooked.
He's fine. He's just going to crowd into him, hip him over.
Springer trying to work around him. And Valentino, bad position for him.
Yeah, looks like he might get turned right here. Well, nothing yet.
Oh. Both of them are just jousting for position. Trying to flip him with Springer. And another good job.
Yeah, he's just going to hold on to the
And that'll be the period. Sacred Heart yelling there was a dangerous play there. The fans are, and Springer chooses to go down here for the second bout. 4-1 lead for him, as he got 2 back points within there. Almost had a pin in the first bout. We'll see what Valentino has here.
Valentino has a leg in, looking for that second one. Looks like he's got it.
He does got him.
He's got him flat.
Nearly got both of Springer's legs hooked, but now just one. Springer able to fight out of that.
He's got to just hip down or swim out of it. These Sacred Heart guys really like that parallel ride. Or sorry, perpendicular ride. There's this. He's going to start swimming.
He's trying to cradle him now. And nice job by Springer just to get flat. Not allow him to get flipped there. As you said though, Springer not in a great position there. He's got both his hips are kind of locked under Valentino. And he's able to work out of it as Valentino is, I think, trying to flip him. Valentino has erased nearly all the riding time that Springer did in that first one. 40 seconds left in the second bout. And, oh man, he's
chin drop. Nope.
Almost had it. Springer has no riding time left.
Yeah. Springer's probably going to look to elevate this leg, try to get the reversal.
Springer is looking for that reversal now. Wow.
Yeah, that was a
nothing.
Late on the calling for the leg call, I think.
After all that, Springer got no points, nothing doing in this second bout. And the third one's going here.
Yep, going neutral.
Springer sizes up Valentino. And there it goes. Oh,
Valentino goes for a big move. Nothing.
There have been some great matches today, and this exhibition match really good. There's been a lot of times where it's looked like either Valentino is going to have the upper hand of a pin or Springer, and neither one's really, both of them really done a great job of reversing it. It's almost another one there, but Springer able to roll himself back over and 2 points.
Yep.
So I mean, there was the pins early on for Bucknell, but like the 157 match was really good, and a shocking loss for Delp in that duel to Palumbo. But Palumbo again, no slouch this season, went to 5-0, and the 174 match was another good one. Barnes ended up getting pinned, and that was probably another surpriser. But you know, Bucknell's with a otherwise had a convincing win today, 43-9. Early on, did not look great, but
Definitely picked it up as it went on.
DeCitas had a great pin on Acosti. I was not expecting that one.
Yeah, it was weird. He got the quick reversal and just was able to stick him right there. I don't think DeCitas was ready for it. I don't think Acosti was ready for it either. It was a great
As
series of events.
20 seconds left in this final bout of the final exhibition. 6-1 lead for Springer.
Gonna put him
And
dead.
stalling.
Springer still does have control.
And it's 6-1, 14 seconds left here, as this will just about wrap up the duel. Bucknell has already improved to 9-2 on the season, number 19 in the nation. Can only keep going up from here, as they will travel down to Philadelphia to play Drexel in a duel tomorrow in an EIWA match there. Any insight on the Drexel Dragons?
You know, I'm going to be honest, I don't know that much about them, but anywhere you go where there's Division I wrestling or even college wrestling, teams are going to be tough.
Oh, yeah.
They're all going to have tough guys.
And a dangerous, I'm going to assume that was a dangerous call there,
Yeah.
with Springer's leg hooked around Valentino. 5 seconds left. Trying to go for the pin. Almost got it, but 5 seconds left. This one's pretty much over.
That one
And they'll
could've been
also,
bad. That could have been a really bad position.
as this will end the bout. And 9-3 win here for Bucknell in the exhibition ones as well. And that'll wrap up the duel here today. So for our director, Sam Dixon, also our technical director, Sam Dixon, our cameraman, Branson Wilson, thank you, Miles, for joining me. I've been Matt Palecchio saying so long from Davis Gymnasium, where Bucknell, convincing win over Sacred Heart, 43-9. Thanks for joining us, everyone.